Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? Welcome to the stream. This is my 1K celebration. Got my boy Ike in the building. Got Ike Jr. in the building. Gonna have some more coming in a little later. Man, how you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good too. Let me turn on this chat. Okay, there we go. So yeah, man, you got any content coming up? I always like to ask that at the beginning of my
No,
stream.
no, no.
See
You're good. You're
what you're
good.
working
You're
on in
good.
the lab.
You straight. You straight. You already know how I do, man. I'm pretty like kind of just head down, not really trying to talk too much about what I'm working on, stuff like that. But no, I got
Yeah.
I got quite a bit in the works, man. Um, I guess I'll kind of drop like a little henny hint type deal. So right now, man, there's a ton of talk about the moment case given the
Okay.
Pixel MagSafe, like kind of MagSafe
Hey,
capabilities. But
hey,
I
I'm
was
not.
able to find. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna do
I
the
was gonna say.
same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Okay.
same
Nah.
thing. I got my own way of MagSafe coming up. I got my
Hey,
products in today.
literally same. Great minds think
Yep.
alike, bro. Literally the
Yeah.
same. So
Always,
yeah,
bro. Always.
everybody's been kind of hype about the moment case, but was able to find a way to do it on any case for any Android phone. So not
Yeah,
just Pixel 6 Pro, but
I'm a definitely happy your DMs right after the stream to see if we on the same
yeah.
wavelength
Yeah,
like we
yeah.
usually are.
You
But I
already
also
know.
got my boy Barry in the
What
building.
up? What
Hey,
up?
there
What
he is,
up?
the
What's up,
engineer
Barry?
himself,
What
Yes,
up?
gracing his
What
sir.
up?
presence.
What up? How y'all doing?
I'm
I'm
doing
good,
good. How
man.
you
How
doing
you
tonight,
doing?
Barry?
Good, chilling, man, chilling. We got people
Hey,
in
shout
here.
out to Ike. That's my first super chat ever. I kind of knew it would be him, but
Ooh, dang it,
shout
it
out,
was man.
shout out Ike.
I had to beat
Shout out Ike.
everybody, man.
Yeah,
I
Ike was
had to be
playing
number one.
game.
What's good? Holla at your boy in the
Hey, what's up,
building.
LaShawn?
Tech King Mike in the building. If anyone else wants a link, I'll definitely hit you up.
Damn, Mike.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Mike trying to outdo you. I
Oh man, and
appreciate
this
it.
darn
Hey, let's
freaking
go. Hey, keep the train
Tech King
going. Keep
Mike.
the train
Yep.
yeah,
going.
Tech King
man.
Mike with the super chat.
See, I gotta other people gonna beat me because on my computer it's not automatic.
See, there you go.
It's
Dang
all
it.
good. It's all good. I appreciate all of it. Just want to let y'all know that.
No
But
doubt,
yeah,
man. No
yeah.
doubt. No
Before
doubt.
Barry, before you hopped in, me and Ike were just talking about MagSafe
Oh
for
yeah.
Android. Yeah, we both got.
Yes. You got the
Yeah,
moment case?
uh, I don't, but we both got
Okay.
something cooking up in the lab. We just gonna keep it at that for
Yeah.
Ooh.
keep it at that for
Yeah, I'll
now. I
see, man. I'll
guarantee
see.
you
You
we're.
already
Back to the
know.
lab.
Yep, I guarantee you we're on the same wavelength
Same
as
way. Oh, we always
we
are. So
always
I
are. It's
wouldn't be
crazy.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
With a case
But
to
yeah,
grab.
appreciate the super chat, Barry. Hey, LaShawn, I'm gonna
Okay,
hop in
LaShawn,
here.
one link.
Okay,
Let's go.
Let's
can y'all send links too?
go. Yeah, I can send it. Yeah, I
Okay,
got
yeah,
it.
you can
I got
send it.
it.
Okay,
Okay,
cool, cool,
Barry
cool,
got
cool.
it.
Hold up, LaShawn.
So yeah, it's nothing too special. We just chilling, celebrating 1K. Feels good to be at 1K.
Oh yeah,
Feels
hey,
yeah.
congrats again,
It
man. That's
should,
awesome.
bro. It should. It's a
Yep.
huge milestone.
Appreciate it again, Mike. So yeah, I asked Ike earlier like what he was working on. That's where we came to the MagSafe thing. So,
Okay.
are you working on anything in particular over the next
I
week
got
or
a
so,
few.
Barry?
I got a few. Yeah, I got a few. I got some Vivo stuff I gotta
Oh
compare
yeah,
with
I
Pixel.
did
Yeah,
see you
yeah,
got that from
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
needed that Vivo content like yesterday, Barry.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I needed it like
so
yesterday, Barry.
yeah, so I've been doing videos for Easy's channel. So
Appreciate
that's
you,
the reason
LaShawn.
why and trying to get, like I was getting, like you get into a flow, like you guys have it, right? But I was getting to a flow and then it's like, okay, I got to do that. Then I had someone else hit me up like, hey, I want you to do
Yeah.
software deep dive. So I'm like, but I'm gonna get, yeah, because I pretty much had that video done, but I'm like, hey, if someone asks me to do something, I'm gonna do it first,
Good
so
tech
Yeah.
for your needs in the building. What's up, Lewis?
hey man, that's totally fine. Sean.
Hey, yeah. Anything appreciated at this point. But
Sorry, I'm broke. Let's show you good, dog.
But I don't know if you guys notice this. Like you start to kind of look at what does stuff on your channel. It seems like, which surprised me, a screen protector video blew up more than any of my case stuff.
Really?
Interesting.
Like, yeah, like it's almost like people
Okay.
are like, if you ain't talking about the phone, we don't even want to.
Yeah,
Facts,
because people
facts.
are gonna get their own favorite case anyway.
Yes,
Like
yep.
a lot of people have been on the same case for like generations. So
And to be honest, the only case videos I have that like really take off, iPhone, those took off.
Those are all okay.
they
And
always do.
then
Yeah.
yeah, the iPhone ones took off, and then the Fold 3 too. Surprisingly,
Mm.
like the Fold 3, those case videos kind of popped off, but the Pixel case videos didn't really pop off. I was more interested to grab as much as I could anyway, just because. But yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
always see like my iPhone case videos like really like take off, like really really do good.
Yeah,
So
I have one Pixel case video doing like pretty well right now. It's like the Ghost Tech one because I
see, yeah,
like
and I
worded
think
it
I
weird.
think with that Ghost Tech, it's because not a lot of people have it too.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
You
probably
know what
and
I
I
don't.
mean?
worded and I worded it weird. I said like the Google official case alternative because like the cloud
Yeah,
Ah,
that
like
was
Ghost Tech.
smart. That was smart.
Yeah,
That was
that is
smart.
smart.
it looks a lot like the Google one. But I had like one case video, the Poco X3 that blew up like out of nowhere. Like I was not expecting like that video to perform so well. It just I did one on the Rinky Fusion X, and it
That's
was
probably
crazy.
one because like not a lot of case manufacturers really hop on board with that one with
That's
that
true.
phone anyway. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah,
people who have it probably don't know where to go for cases or whatever.
Mhm.
So I kind of see that one though, but I'm glad it did though, man. It's getting all these cases. Nice to see the return on that
Yeah,
coming in.
correct,
So
correct.
I
Yeah.
yeah,
definitely feel you on that.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna just hop into some of these articles. We had a pretty slow week in tech. Nothing like too major, really. It's kind of crazy. People are like still talking about the Pixel.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
for
yeah.
real. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
So yeah, we got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1,
Yeah, that's pretty
the
cool.
Hey.
latest from Qualcomm. They
Mhm.
announced this earlier in the week, so um, looks like a lot of improvement. So I'm just gonna go through like each of these sections. Is the best article I found for this. So in terms of power, they're saying it's a 4 nanometer system on a chip.
Mhm.
Um, let me see. It's going to be about 25% faster than the 888.
Yeah.
It's going to support LPDDR RAM, of course.
Mhm.
What else?
8K
Some of
video.
them camera
Yeah,
joints was
yeah, the
pretty
camera.
decent.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think that's
reading.
what
Yeah,
the major
the
thing
video
was.
portrait, native. So yeah.
And a
This is
non and
going to
tech
be.
man, they did a beast
Oh,
kind of like first analysis of the chip
Uh-huh.
too.
right.
Like, yeah, like a non and tech like if you're like super, I won't say super techy, but like you're really into that detailed
Yeah,
analysis and like really break down. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, some of the stuff that they be talking about completely goes over my head. Like, I don't even
They
pretend to
they do a
understand
great
all of
job.
it.
They do a
Yeah,
great
but
job.
like from a technical aspect, like
mhm.
that is 110%
Is that
where
a
you want
channel?
to
What was
be.
the name of that
No,
channel?
no, 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 no. They
No,
used to have
it's an
a
article.
channel, but
Yeah.
it's straight reading articles,
Yeah.
and they
Okay.
do like they do say like the Apple A14, like they did
Mhm.
a write up on that. When a new display comes out, they'll do write ups on that. So it's not like your normal kind of review. It's like if you ever, well, I already know you've seen Juan Bagnell channel, but how
Right,
Juan
right.
gets like
Yeah,
real
I see what you're saying.
technical, it's
Yeah.
like that, and it's
Mhm.
like if you care about like the real like in-depth technical aspect, like how it works, that's 100% where you want to be. Like they always kill it, man. They always do.
Yeah, what I like about Juan's channel is how he like makes it like so techy but relatable at the
Yeah,
same
and it's
time.
simple.
Like
It's simple. It's
it's
simple.
Mhm.
yeah,
And a
it's
non, like
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like and make it seem like they do that. Like theirs is very
Oh
high
yeah,
level.
Mhm.
Like it's
yeah.
very high level. So like
Yeah.
that's why I always say like Juan is like the best go-to for that, like making those really complex concepts real simple. They're just kind of like, you already know what this is.
Yeah.
Here's how this one does
Mhm.
with this kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's dope though. I always enjoy going on there and trying to read and have to Google what words mean. So
Yeah, but yeah, that definitely was the that's definitely was the major point was the cameras, all the camera features that will come native with the
Mhm.
processors such as like the 200 megapixel support. Pretty sure Xiaomi's going to be the first one to hop on that one.
Oh, you know that.
facts,
Sounds like
yo.
they've been working at that for a while now.
What were they talking about for this chip with efficiency? Because like I saw a lot of like the power and stuff like that, man. But I mean, for me personally, I care more
Battery life.
about that yeah, like that efficiency because like
Mhm.
the 888. never felt slow. It just was hot and pretty much everything that it ran in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
Barry,
don't
can you
know
link?
for
I got it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got it.
got you.
yeah, appreciate it. My hands is tied up, Lewis. But yeah, like I always I can always like I said appreciate. Dang, Mace, you just like snapping. You don't know what you want.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I've been, way before phones, I was
Facts. They do
listening to it
really
and all
good,
that.
man.
Yeah.
They do really good. But yeah, what I was saying about efficiency, like I'm
Mhm.
wondering because like that was the only problem with the
That was the
888 to
only
me
issue I
Yeah,
had.
was
like
the
the
efficiency wasn't 100% there. So
yeah,
I'm
100%.
curious how this joint look with efficiency.
Yeah, like the 888 has so much power, it didn't know what to do with itself. Pretty much
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
overheated and not the best battery life. Like these phones having 5,000 milliamp batteries and still not really doing much. So
That's what I'm
um,
saying.
they also added some display features. I think this was probably like the second most interesting thing.
The
They're
display. I see that HDR 10 plus.
Hmm.
That's pretty
Hmm.
dope right there
yeah,
too.
that's major. That's major.
Oh, 60. What did that say? 60 hertz for the refresh rate with a 4K resolution. Like if you're
Yeah,
doing
external display. Yeah,
external.
yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's fire. Like that's gonna be
Hmm.
fire. Because if it's already built natively in the chip, then all the manufacturers got to do is what, just go in and just turn it on, right, Barry?
Hmm. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I'm liking that.
So yeah, gaming that's pretty much ties in with performance for
Yes.
the most
Yeah.
part.
Correct. Yeah.
And another thing, they are really specking out in terms of connectivity. So it's gonna max out at like 10 gigabits per second instead of 7, which was like the highest supported with the 888. So if you guys have good 5G, you'll definitely want to upgrade your Snapdragon 100%.
Correct.
Um, Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.2. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the new Snapdragon.
Yeah.
I'm like curious to see how many people will actually try their own processors after Google did it, but I definitely think Qualcomm did a good job. I still think a lot of
Oh,
people are going to use their
absolutely.
chips
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah. I think so as well.
I'm pretty excited with that too. I
Oh,
want
I'm
Qualcomm
excited.
to have that competition, dog, because
Oh, yeah.
they've been the
That's only going to be.
monopoly, so they could kind of do what they wanted. But it's like now, man, when you got other people that's not afraid to kind of just throw their hat in the ring. I mean, even if it's not from a pure power perspective, like on par or more powerful, like just that fact that like Google was like, we're just gonna do what we do, right? So
Correct.
Right,
I'm
right.
pretty excited about it.
Yep.
To be honest, man.
Yeah,
'Cause
and everybody's going to get better from it, so that's the good thing about competition,
Facts,
right?
facts. Because it's like they can. I feel like overall, just devices will get better. Like not even just talking about like chip manufacturer, just devices, because you can make that chip specific to what it is you're trying to get. Like whatever point you're trying to make your device like get across. Like
Hmm.
Mhm.
with Google's perspective, like they all about the machine learning and AI. Like they literally have custom cores and all that stuff built in to be able
Yep.
to take advantage of that. So it's like,
Yep.
man, instead of just pulling something off the shelf and throwing it in, you can really like tailor make that chip to what you need. So
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
It's like
that
Alice.
yeah, and Tensor knocked that out of the park. But yeah, oh baby.
Yeah, see, little man. Hey,
Just making
Mace.
sure LaShawn got
Chunky.
the
How old
link.
is he now, Ike?
He's just over 2 months. He'll be 3 months at the end of the month. So
Oh,
Oh,
okay, I got you.
super fat and chunky, man.
what
Eats
up,
everything.
Mason?
Good shark fan. How you doing tonight? Did y'all catch any football games today?
I didn't
Nah,
catch any today. I was
yeah,
Christmas shopping,
I
finishing
was
up the Christmas shopping.
Oh
taxing
yeah.
my son around today. Actually, he taxes himself for the first half of the day, but then
Mhm.
had to go somewhere else. So.
I
But no,
got you.
last night though, I was probably by Twitter. Everybody for the most part knows, but I was out
College
at
football.
Disney, man,
Oh,
bro,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, you got some good, and
bro,
surprised when you didn't take the
I
max.
haven't looked.
But
We
I
got
appreciate it because
See,
I was like,
okay, so Barry, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So normally I'm two devices for the most part
yeah,
anyway, and then something was like, yo, just take the pixel. And I mean, I didn't do it for a video or anything. I just was genuinely just like, let me just get it
mhm.
out. I wanted to test like really like stress test. Dang, Mace. Stress test the battery and all of that stuff,
Yes, yep,
man. And yo, it killed it. Like I was able, we got there. We did 3 parks because Disney is 4 parks in total. We did 3 parks. We got there about 12:30 or 1:30, and we left at 10:30. I still had like 10% left. And you already know if I'm going somewhere like that, I'm taking tons of video, tons of pictures. I'm playing Pokemon Go, all of that stuff, man. So it's like for the battery to hold up like that, it was
Yeah.
fire. Like I was trying to drop some little tidbits as I went too. Like what Mike was talking about, the GN1 sensor. It was
Facts.
because like I was so surprised because when it came to nighttime, like we did the Tower of Terror, bro. And when we were there, it's probably my second tweet. We can even get into this one real quick though. But I had this one. And I wasn't trying to go for like bokeh or anything like that. I just want to just take a general
look
picture.
how that came out.
The bokeh, bro, like this looks
beautiful.
like portrait mode to me.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
Like this looks like portrait mode to me. Like, but the thing is the cutout is obviously perfect, right? Like it caught the little crease in between my hands. All of that stuff was perfect. So it really made me think. I was like, yo, let me tweet this out, man. See if anybody else is doing the same thing, right?
So it's funny because I tweeted out when just like. Well, I didn't do this when Pixel 2 because I was on YouTube, but when the Pixel 2 came out, I thought it was very solid. But even if you look at some of the old articles, they talked about how, oh, well, in some areas, the Pixel 1 is better. If you look at the portrait mode, it's having an issue here, blah, 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 right? So I had some people make some comments lately, and I'm just like, I start off the beginning, use all the cameras, use every mode, improve that computational photography. But I have found myself pretty much, if I don't have the 6 Pro in my hands, I'm either telephoto where I take some specific stuff on the telephoto, but it's GN1 and everything, and no portrait mode. And it's like, even I don't use a wide angle either. So like I'll just tell you what I do. Like unless I am forced to use a wide angle, not that I'm saying the wide angle is bad, but I'm like, use the GN1. Just take a step. If I want it wide, just take a step back. You know what I'm saying? And boom, there's my wide
I've been
angle.
doing the same thing. I've been doing the same thing because like when it comes to the ultra wide on the Pixel, like it's not as wide as like the Galaxy or the iPhone is.
Yes.
And I feel like when I do punch out, I'm not getting drastically more. So like you said, instead of getting that overall softer image, I just take a step back and kind of just
and use the GN1.
And just let it do its thing. Because I was blown away. I was appreciative. I was like, man, thank God he took that, because I was like, these are some great shots, man. But yeah, I had one in low light. So Galen, I'm not sure which tweeted it was, but it should be.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're like, don't use. This
one right here. So this picture here. So this is for anybody who hasn't been to Disney. So this picture right here that's up is in the you're kind of doing the whole experience before you go on to the Tower of Terror. And this room is like I'm not gonna say pitch black, but pretty much what's behind the second light on the left, I couldn't see that with my eye.
Wow.
And the GN1 was able to pick it up, and it doesn't. And this is without night mode. I did not use night sight. I turned it off because like the thing about night sight that people don't understand, and I more so see it on Android phones than iPhones, because iPhones take that shorter exposure and it kind of leave the picture really, really dark. With Android phones, they increase the exposure, and then like in the Pixel's case, for example, sometimes it's like 4 or 5 seconds, and the more you're trying to sit there and hold the phone still, you're kind of micro jutting around, and then like if you're at Disney, you got people behind you.
So you can't just be like, hold on, I gotta play it perfectly.
Exactly. So I turned off night mode and just took the shot and put the phone in my pocket, because this is like we're like walking in and like walking around the corner. Like I wasn't even standing still completely.
You had to take a shot.
I had to just snap it and keep it moving. And I went and looked at it after we got off the ride, and I was like, bro,
it looks great.
I was like, this is super good. But another phone that does the same thing, I think it is the Vivo, where it lets in so much.
So
it
much
lets
light.
in so
a lot
much
of the
light.
A lot of them with the
GN1.
A lot of the GN1 they can do that. So
how long did that shot take to process?
No, this is not night mode. This was instant. This wasn't night sight.
He's just walking, boom.
Yeah, this is instant, bro. I literally walked in and was kind of like moving with the crowd and just framed it and snapped it and kept walking. Like I didn't pretty much we were moving so much that I didn't even have time to look at the photo after I took it. I snapped it and put the phone away in my pocket because we were getting on the ride.
That's insane,
it was just instant, right? And then like the second one is outside. This one is outside. I can't remember how dark it necessarily was, and Twitter kind of compressed it a little bit too. But like even this right here, man, like everything is just spot on. The colors, all that stuff was spot on too. And this is nighttime. Like it definitely was getting into that. Like it wasn't nighttime to where night sight needed like really needs to kick in, but it wasn't bright to the point where you're getting like the best overall lighting for your shot. It's kind of like that right in between where a lot of phones struggle. Like I know the S21 Ultra in that area for me has struggled because it's like it's not dark enough for night sight, but it's not like peak brightness either.
Yeah,
like that in between area, it kind of struggled a little bit for me. But yeah, man, I took a ton of shots, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I love the like what Sharky said earlier. There's nothing like natural bokeh. It just
There
looks
really isn't. Yeah, there
so
really
good.
isn't.
And the crazy thing about the Pixel is,
yeah,
the telephoto lens has just as good natural bokeh as
bokeh.
the,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
it
ridiculous.
literally just as good. I took a 4x shot of the misses. It was like around Halloween time. And it was like superb, dude. Like it was so good. Like again, people thought I took it with portrait mode, and I was like, no, this is straight 4x telephoto.
Yeah,
like it is it is legit.
Yeah,
like I took so many images, man. I'm trying to see here if I can pull them up and then share my screen.
Oh, no problem
for you guys. I see LaShawn snuck in here like a ninja, or trying to sneak in here.
He's trying to sneak in. Yeah, I was
yeah,
so
I saw
happy
his
you
screen
did
was
that.
still off. I'll wait until you turn the screen on. Let me see. Okay, yeah.
Minimize those.
Yeah, I've taken some crazy shots with my Pixel 6 Pro too, as well. Like that telephoto, that's definitely my favorite lens.
Well, it's so. This is the thing. Like I use my 6 Pro as my B-roll camera unless it fails. And typically, what I do is like I always give another phone a chance. So if it fails, like because I've got a couple of spots in my house that just no phone can take. So I'll grab my 13 Pro Max. And I know if those two can't take the video, I got to bring out my mirrorless. So it's been life-changing for me because I'm like, normally I'm toting around a mirrorless to get the B-roll, and I'm like, I don't even have to do that anymore.
Okay, let's see if this one work. Can y'all see the LaShawn screen or no?
Oh, LaShawn?
I don't even see him now.
I don't even see there.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, what up, homie? What up, homie?
What's good?
What up?
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
There we go.
What's up, homie?
He's not used to Restream. That's what it is.
I'm like, man, how do I mess with this?
Well, we should have done it. As soon as she popped on, you'd be like, all right, welcome to the
Take over the stream.
Yeah, take over the stream.
Take over.
Getting
ignorant on Sundays.
Still trying to fix this.
Oh, I can do this by window. Okay, dope, or Chrome tab.
Okay,
I didn't know I could do
whatever,
that.
like.
Okay, I didn't even know I could do it by tab. I didn't know I could do that. Hold on. Let me make this big. And then share.
So, do you guys listen to this? Is song's been in my head because I had missed it. That was my fault. But do you guys listen to like Gold Link?
Gold Link. That's who made the
with Brent Faiz with Crew.
Yeah, that's the only song I know by him. That's what I was about to say.
After a while, I have to play you guys. There's a song that there's a guy named Steve Lacy sung on. Oh my god, it's.
Hey, you can't be having the Saint slander like that.
I'm gonna create a new what's the name real quick.
What's good, Trent? I got a link for you if you want to join.
Right, just 1 second to get these together.
Oh no, you good. Ike getting organized over there.
Yeah, I decided to create an album real quick and just throw some stuff in there, man. It'll probably be easier. I can just go through them, you know what I'm saying? And I'll just share my screen in real quick. My fault. I'm holding up the process.
No problem.
Bro.
What's good?
I got a few, and I'm just like, I was blown away, man. I was like, yo, this is crazy right here. Like crazy.
So what kind of content you working on for the week, LaShawn?
What the hell? What did happen?
Turning off his camera. That's what he's
No.
working
That's what you
on.
were.
That's what I'm working on.
Trying to get his
I
camera to
don't
work.
know. I don't know what happened. I just moved the thing and it.
How to use Restream.
Yeah.
I know. I
Right?
just
Yo,
moved
because
it
most
and
of us use
it went
StreamYard,
off. I'm
so-
like,
Yeah.
what?
Hey, so Eileen Smith just dropped. They added virtual backgrounds and blur in StreamYard, so you
Oh,
can get
for
both
real?
of
Okay,
That's
yeah.
I'm about
crazy.
to try that.
Yeah. Some people it works really well. Like on her setup, it worked perfect. I tried it out. You know, I would need a green screen. I
Right.
got too much black.
Mhm.
But
I got the camera video that I'm working on.
Okay.
So I'm working on that, but I've been having a headache all day, so I haven't really been able to
I feel you. Take your time. Take your
do
time.
nothing, man.
He about to drop that Canon R6.
Hey,
Okay, then upgraded. Okay.
that car, that Canon R9.
Yeah.
I should be straight. You can see it now.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, there we go. Okay,
Let me know
there we
when y'all
go.
can see it, because I'm only working
Yeah, we got
on
it.
a laptop only. You got it? You can see it?
Yep, we
Okay,
got it.
cool. So like this one here, man, I legit just took this. And you can see we're on the highway, and my girl was driving, and I just snapped this real quick. Instant shutter, bro. Like super beast. I had to call this folder flex, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see
Flex
that.
for
I
that
like
GN1,
that.
bro.
Yes, bro.
Like I high key think
Absolutely
Pixels
killed
take the
it.
best sky pictures like I've ever seen.
Yeah,
And you see, like that's what I was trying to do, like get a lot of that sky, see how I
Yeah.
would handle it. Man, it was absolutely crushing it.
It's
Man.
insane.
Colors was like on point, super accurate.
Mhm.
Man, look at that. I'm telling you,
Right?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
That looks
and this
hard
was
right
a
there.
this was a
That's
thing that
insane.
is so impressive. Is so I knew Vivo had their second iteration, right? And Juan, when he compared all three, the Sony Xperia Pro 1, the Pixel, and the Vivo that has Pro mode, and he's like, they're like scenarios. Like there's scenarios where one is better. I was like, man, they brought it. I mean, that is unbelievable right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some crazy pictures, man. Like my girlfriend is in Mexico right now. That's why I couldn't do it last night because she was.
So sorry about that.
Together.
It's the main sensor on the Pixel, and it's generation 1. So a lot of people refer to it because Samsung had literature Gen 1. So you can just make it sound cool.
And this is 4X right here, 4X telephoto. This one right here with the Expedition Everest ride joint.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This was another one. This is the one I took that got me curious. I was like, hold on, let me just turn off night sight. This is another one. Because like when you think about like you're going in like into these attractions and stuff, like you don't have time to sit there and try to, you know what I'm saying? Like focus in, sit there for 3-4 seconds to try to expose your shot. And there's people behind you, all of that stuff. So like you really don't have a whole lot of time, man. So you just gotta kind of try to snap what you can. Detail on this joint was insane. Like you can see the texture.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Right?
Like I don't know if you saw The Verge when it was 1,000 photos that I forget her name now.
Oh, Becca.
But
I actually kind of like her. Actually kind of like
Becca
her.
is dope. And the thing is, there like I told you guys before, there are things I like about the 13 Pro Max, just like when there's things I like about the Pixel when they do them wrong. Like I like it better. Like so sometimes I prefer crushed black, right? But the one thing, like even in pictures that I like better on the 13 Pro, like when in her comparison, I would look at the Pixel and the detail was way more. It was just it's like, man.
Yeah, that was one of the things I noticed like right off bat is the amount of detail you get.
Yes.
In a lot of your photos. This is 1X, and then I went into 4X there.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, a ton of detail, man. This joint. So this one I took at night. I was looking for I don't know if you guys had it with night sight. Sometimes I would take a shot and it would give off like a reddish hue, kind of like around whatever the subject was of your photo. It's like a reddish hue. And on this one, it like this came out perfect. It didn't do it at all.
So I'll have to check it. Like You know, I've always told you, night sight is dope. I love the technology, but I'm not the biggest fan of night sight. I need to do it for the camera comparisons and stuff like that, so I don't use it as much because I try to avoid it.
And what I was started trying to do too, and Delvion, I'm not sure if y'all know him, but Delvion Digital, he's over on Twitter
Yes,
too.
I don't
He
know
was
him, but
talking
I've seen
about,
him.
yeah, he was talking
Yeah.
about pretty much whenever you're taking shots, use the manual slide, which Tech Valley did a video on it too. The sliders,
Yes.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
change like all the settings,
Oh,
like they were
heck yeah.
saying, like use
Heck
the
yeah.
sliders.
Yeah, because
And not on this one. I think it's on the one that I took of the Millennium Falcon.
yeah.
This one here, I like this isn't night sight. I just
Yeah,
use the sliders.
you have to do. And the thing is that I don't. People need to really learn their cameras, and I'm glad you're pointing out because, like, remember we talked about that the Pixel has a tendency to overexpose, right? Like in these darker shots because they're like we got to capture the moment. It's like,
Yeah,
dude,
we
I
got to
need
get
to.
all the detail.
You
in
see what I'm saying? And like it's just like how the iPhone, like in a lot of situations, you have to turn off HDR because it's tilted towards outdoor shots.
it.
So if you want the best indoors, it's like, hey, turn that off before you go back inside and stuff like that. So yeah, that minimum Falcon, that detail, like all these things, that's just ridiculous.
And then this too, I was expecting it to kind of like I'm not sure if y'all have ever seen it, but like if you use, because this is with night sight, if you use the nighttime mode on a smartphone, sometimes like when you have like a color plastered over something that's it's not supposed to be that color, it'll like chip the almost, it's kind of hard to explain, but like it won't look like a light is hitting your subject. It'll look like somebody took that color paint and smeared it over your subject. It's kind of hard to explain, kind of have to just see it to know what I'm talking about. But like with this one, I expected it, and this came out perfect, like literally perfect, man. This joint of the ball at Epcot.
Yeah, that looks hard right there.
The Corvette.
Okay.
And then this one, I like this one because I wanted to try to see if it was gonna either really darken everything here in the back to try to keep everything in here balanced.
Yeah.
But it literally balanced both perfectly.
Yeah.
Like this is exactly what it looked like. Like it was dark outside, it was nighttime, and then inside was lit perfectly. Like I'm not saying I'm not saying no other phone could do this. I'm just saying I was surprised that the Pixel was able to do it and keep everything balanced and exactly the way that it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think that one's the last one. Here, I'll stop sharing. But yeah, man, I was like thoroughly impressed with some of the photos that I was able to get. Like it was pretty crazy.
Hey, but real quick, shout out to Lakin because she went to Mexico. She left last night, so she wanted to take my Pixel.
Oh, awesome.
Oh man, see, and me and you talked about that too, Galen. You were like, I think I was gonna maybe give her the 4A5G.
Well, I sold my 4A5G like a week ago, and she was like upset about it because she has an iPhone 11, but it has like a crack in the main sensor, so everything is like sometimes it's like distorted a little bit. It's like not 100% every shot. So
now you got to get her on a Pixel 6, bro. I'm just saying, you gotta you got to buy her one.
What Barry say? 3 of them.
Yo, and you got to get 3 of them. 3 of them. Can't let me be great. I mean, hey, you got to get a Pixel now. You got to get a Pixel now.
Hey, no lie, like the shots she did take today so far have been like really good.
Yeah. And like I said, man, most smartphones, man, are like super good now in terms of camera, dude. Like I'm sure a lot of the shots that I got, like I have other photos that I took with my 13 Pro Max when we first went to Disney, when we first got the passes for my my video that I did on 13 Pro Max, the 2 months later, or whatever. I took some great pictures with that too. So like I said, it's definitely not to say that you can't take great pictures with everything, man. It's just I was impressed with what I got with the Pixel because I was like trying to put that in situations that I wouldn't take a picture in. Like I had one, I don't think I added it in here, but I had one where there was like a T-Rex and it was like the bones, and the way that it was sitting outside, the way we were in line, the light was like coming through the leaves like super bright. So I took a shot with the Pixel and I thought, okay, it's gonna overexpose where the light is, it's gonna come out softer, and it nailed it. It was perfect. I was like, okay, it's okay. Google coming hard with that AI, man. I was like, okay, this is what's up.
Yeah, I just want to highlight this real quick. Michael Pepper's text saying he's having issues with his Pixel. He's just waiting until an update comes out to fix it, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna address that. So, Michael, this is one thing. When I see people say that they're having problems is not your device restarting. That's not that's a serious issue. And when you have things like that going on the phone, Google has to be contacted. There's an update coming out tomorrow, unless it's shelved that they're putting more stuff, but it's always the first Monday of the month, right? But what you have is a serious issue that's stopping you from doing stuff with the phone. Contact Google. That should not be happening. Okay. And that's not the Android 12 nonsense and all that stuff. I've got Android on 12 on every phone except for my Duo, and I'm not having that issue. So they need to be contacted, and you need to get remedy for that.
Okay.
Yeah, because something sounds off about it. This, and not saying off in like a
no, I'm just saying like
but this
is the thing. You being a tech YouTuber and being technical doesn't prevent you from just because you're okay, I'm just wait till up. No, you might have a serious issue with your phone. They need to know about it, and this has to get fixed.
So the Pixel future drops, that's every quarter, right? So is that usually like a specific month?
Correct.
Is it usually a specific month, like March, June, and
I thought it was just every 3 months.
Yeah, it's every 3 months. Remember, but there's a December update, right? That's coming. That was already talked, so.
Yeah, I kept hearing about the December update, like rumors of them coming out with something a little bit more substantial. But like what I be trying to get people to understand too, and like look out for though too, is if you go to the Play Store and you search for updates, like Google does a lot of their like core apps, they update them through the Play Store.
Correct.
So like if you have an issue with a particular app, check the Play Store for updates and make sure you got the latest update of that app, right? And because I remember I was talking to Juan and he was saying that too. He was like, look, he's like, you can't necessarily quantify how many updates they're gonna like have already pushed out for the phone, because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, they've only pushed out one update for the fingerprint sensor, but it's because their applications are built into the Play Store,
right?
So it's like you gotta count those too. So if you count those, man, I've gotten quite a few updates already for a lot of the core apps.
Gotcha. So yeah, Mike, I think that's a good solution. He's gonna wait to see if the update fixes that issue.
If it fixes it, that makes sense, because it's just it's kind of weird that it's like, because I remember me and Mike talking about our Pixels before the fingerprint sensor update, and he was telling me he was having a great experience, man. So that's kind of weird that after the update, which to my knowledge, the only thing that really changed or got any work done was the fingerprint sensor. Like nothing else was supposedly changed from that. So it's kind of weird that after that now you're having issues. So yeah, I think that might be the move though.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, what you do, Mike, is reach out to Google, and you can do it right through so if you go into the settings, and then there's a place right there you can chat, and they'll take care of you.
Because I was getting ready to factory reset mine too, and then I was like,
yeah, yours is a little different. Like his, like he can't use his phone like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I was getting ready like factory reset mine. I was like, I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow, see what happens, or whatever the case may be, and then if it doesn't, then I'll factory reset, kind of call it a day. Because I honestly think with the whole, because the only thing I'm honestly still having that I would say, like if they took care of this, I would be sound, would literally be the whole refresh rate thing, where like it'll drop to 60, and it'll stay there, and then I have to reboot my phone.
So you know what mine does, right? Mine is mine works normal, so it's pretty much like I don't even have to put force 120. It's 120 all the time until you just take your hand away for a little bit, then it drops to 60. As soon as you start doing it again, it goes right back to 120.
Right back up to 120.
And the Pixel 6 does the same thing. It just goes 60 for a little bit,
and then
90, and it's all 90. Yep.
Okay, so that's just, man. Yeah, like I said, that's the only thing for me. If that gets taken care of, I mean, you get like minor UI bugs and stuff like that, like when you pull down notification shade and it's blurred instead of black, or like the dark gray stuff like that doesn't bother me though. I don't care about that. Just like I said, the refresh rate thing for me, and I'm like,
you go
on point, man.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Technical T in the building.
Hit you up. He had to take care of you.
Yeah, Mr. Big Time in here. I appreciate it. Okay, let me catch up to these comments. Okay, that's about it. Hey, what's good? Trent said he's gonna keep his camera off because
Oh yeah, that's fine.
hit him
What up,
hard.
Trent? What up, Trent?
What up? What up? I don't know if he can hear us.
I don't know if he can hear us. Oh, he might have walked away because I could have sworn I heard TJ.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just heard it too. So yeah, I got another article real quick. I'm gonna pull that up. So I know a lot of people saw this. Let me see. So the best leaker ever got it again.
I know. Yeah, look at homeboy.
Made another video on the Pixel Watch. He is basically just explaining how companies copy his work that he released like 8 months ago. But yeah,
allow me to flex real quick.
But he did show the new like the new marketing. Let me see if they got pictures in here.
LaShawn, you see Hawks TV?
That's what I was laughing at too.
Yeah,
Hawks.
Am I
It sounds
okay?
like he about to give somebody the hands, bro.
That's funny.
I'm okay. I got a headache, but other than that, I'm okay.
All right, so talk to me, watch guy. I know. Hey, we got a couple of watch people here right now.
I need it.
So you 100% getting it, LaShawn?
Yeah.
I know Ike's getting it. Ike gets everything.
Yo,
so this is
like
you know me. You know me. If it's
Yeah.
if it's 1 to 2 days battery life, it will not be got. If
Oh yeah, that's
do something more like I would love to have an
is-
Apple Watch, but I can't do it. I can't do it if it's only going to give me a couple of days battery life. I'm sorry, I'm not charging a watch every. So I am all for it. If it comes and it has nice battery life, 7 days, I'm cool.
Man, see, like my thing, I just hope it has regular Qi wireless charging, man. That's like the
Oh
only
my
thing.
Oh yeah.
Please don't.
I'm telling you,
It's becoming
I'm not even a fan of wireless charging, but I don't want to plug in a
because like
that's ridiculous.
For me, that's like the only thing with the Tick Watch. That's the only thing that stops me from like using that is, and I know people are like, oh, wireless charger is not that big of a deal. Like it's not, but I have a duo charger right by my bed. And it's like, bro, I can literally just drop my watch on there, charging. It's like I don't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like for me personally, and I know it's not for everybody, right? So like the Xiaomi's and all that stuff, the Chinese manufacturers, hey, bring that speed, and OnePlus, bring that, fast. But for me, I like to plug in my domestic devices. So like with the Pixel, it's like I don't even have to wake up in the morning. I will plug it in, like if it's like at 15%. And I'll put an alarm so it just slowly, because I like to keep mine at 80%, and that I stop. So I'll wake up a little bit before and pull it off. Or if I happen to sleep, I'll have it wake me up to like some song that I'm listening to or whatever, But that's how I roll. But watch gotta be wireless charge.
It's like
it's
gotta be.
So I just switched back to the Galaxy because I've been using the My Boy Watch. Going to do a review on that this week, but I just got back to the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, and wireless charging is legit a game changer. Qi wireless charging is legit a game changer. Like I don't like that proprietary charger that My Boy has anyway. That wireless charging is legit.
And I think that's what it's like the pins, like, and I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, or whatever the case may be, as far as like charging. I mean, it is kind of slow too, but well, both of them are kind of slow. The Tick Watch charge is pretty slow, and the Galaxy Watch.
Well, the Galaxy Watch I think is like 30 minutes slower though. So
exactly. Because I have to put mine on the wireless charger like for overnight charging. Like I can't like throw it on a charger real quick to kind of like top it off or whatever. Like I have to slowly charge that junk.
So yeah,
I can't wait for this Pixel Watch, man.
So yeah, here are the just like the pictures of the marketing leaks from Front Page Tech or whatever. Looks like it's gonna be bezel-less pretty much. To me, it kind of like looks like a round Apple Watch.
Yeah,
which like really isn't like my style of watch. Like I like the more like classic styles over the modern.
Yeah, same here.
Up to date. That's the only reason I said I wouldn't get the Pixel Watch, but I know Ike's gonna make me get it. Like
Yep.
Uh,
You better believe it. I'm
yeah.
coming to the house and
Yeah,
clicking
like
the to
like I
buy
said,
now button.
it will be automatic cop if they're like,
Yeah, if
and
they
it
said
has over 7 days or more battery life. Boom. But if
See,
they
7,
I'm
say
just wondering if they'll
they
7
be
go
able
1
days.
to
or
do
2,
that. I'm just wondering if they'll be able to do that, man.
what type of
They ain't
watch do
gonna
you
be able
think
to
it's
do
gonna
that.
be? You think it's gonna
See,
be
I'm pretty.
LTE, like like almost like an Apple Watch? Is that what you're thinking it's
Yes,
gonna be?
that's
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna
exactly
be a
what I'm thinking.
Samsung watch. It's
Okay.
gonna be like
Oh,
a
okay, it's gonna
Samsung
be
watch.
Samsung.
With
Okay.
that,
Then they're
if I
not
could
gonna be able.
get
Yeah, they're
3
not gonna be able to do
days,
that. Yeah,
if I could
definitely.
get 3 days,
3
because
to
like Tick
4
Watch,
would be
yeah,
clutch.
because Tick Watch
Yeah,
right
no.
now is 3 days. If I can get 3 days, I'm good with that. I'm real good with
So
that.
that was my fault. I thought, okay, I was under the impression that they're not doing that type of watch. And for some reason,
Mhm.
I've just got that in my head.
Yeah, it might have been because of like their Fitbit acquisition, right?
Because I know,
Yeah.
like, if they do come out with something more like that, I could see them saying, okay, 7 days or whatever. But if it's supposed to be like a full blown smartwatch, like what Samsung has, and I mean, I don't think we'll see Wear OS 3 on something like that. I think if they're going Wear OS 3, they're gonna go all in on it, and I kind of hope that they
Exactly,
do go
right.
all in
Right.
on
Why
it.
would they let
I want them to go
Samsung
all
like
in.
yeah, and I don't think
Hawk
they'll
said,
let
"Stop that peer
Samsung do that.
pressure." I'm a
I
bad
don't think
influence, man.
we ever see an Android watch with 7-day battery life.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah,
So
so
Ever?
I
that
agree.
was my fault. I'm
Ever?
sorry that
I
I
don't
brought
ever
that
think
up.
we'll see that.
I was thinking that it wasn't gonna be like a Galaxy Watch.
So okay, Barry. So if it's like a normal and like a Wear OS 3 watch,
I would need
for
3 to
you to
4.
buy
I would need 3 to 4. I can't
3 to
do
4.
the
Okay,
3 to
okay, yeah.
4.
yeah.
Okay,
Because Tick
yeah,
Watch Pro 3 is
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
wanted
what
to
I
see
was
what your
talking
limit would
about
be.
too. And that's what
Yeah.
I was talking about too. Like in the Galaxy Watch review, it's like this is like just over. Like I can get 2 days and it'll be a little bit into like that third day,
Exactly.
like a teeny bit.
2
But like the
days.
Tick Watch Pro 3,
Sheesh.
Tick
I
Watch
can't
Pro
even
3,
get 5 hours.
Chicago.
you can't even get 5 hours. What's
Not
going
in
on
my
with your
job.
watch?
He
Not
has
in
the
my
LTE
job.
version.
Oh
I
yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
using
yeah.
LTE on yours. I
And
keep
it's on
forgetting you're using
yeah.
LTE. Yeah, that
can't
does
even
kill
get
it.
5 hours. I had to turn the thing into watch only mode, like at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Man.
Like,
Just want to hit
what?
this real quick.
Look,
I
Dayton.
definitely agree with this.
Yeah.
It does
It
look
looks like a
very
Movado.
dainty.
It looks like a Movado.
Yeah.
I
And I
like
think
it,
it's gonna
man.
have
I like
Oh, I like
proprietary
it too.
straps too.
I mess with
The digital
Movados.
crown too on the side. That's the one thing I
Mhm.
was where I was like, okay, they got to do either a rotating like or the software bezel thing, or they got to do a crown. They
So
just
which one would you prefer more? Like the crown or the
between
bezel?
what, crown or bezel?
Yes.
That's tough.
That it's tough because like I probably would say crown, right? And the reason I say
Yes.
crown is because when I'm rotating like the bezel, I still have sometimes where it's like either one, the bezel won't. Well, I won't say that that's necessarily like a issue with the watch. It might just be a software thing between Samsung and Apple. Because like with Apple with the digital crown, it's like natively built in. Like it's built into the software, built into the hardware. But like I've had some areas on my Galaxy Watch 4 where like the bezel won't work in that app. And I mean, I'm not sure if it's like a software thing or whatever. Yeah. So it's like for me, I say the crown just because of that. But I don't, like I said, I don't know if that's like just a Samsung thing. But if I decided to say between either one, I probably would say, but I probably still would say the crown is because like the crown, your finger is all the way to the right.
Yeah.
You feel me? Whereas the bezel, if you're like scrolling with the bezel, at some point your finger's gonna cover the screen when you're trying to come around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas
Yeah,
like, I guess you could stop and just scroll that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just prefer the crown. It just looks classy.
So Michael just put up imagine call screen and pops. It's gotta pop up. If it don't pop up,
Imagine call screening.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, because I feel like with the whole only reason that they, from what Prosser was saying, I mean, I know it's just a rumor, but he was saying that only reason that they didn't do it was the chip shortage, and the only chip that I would think would hurt Google not to have would be Tensor, right? Like they're not gonna put a Snapdragon 4100 in their Pixel watch. So if it has Tensor, I 110% believe it's gonna have all of that, the faster voice dictation, all of that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Now I feel like voice dictation would be like how good it is on the Pixel 6. That on a watch talking to Google Assistant is gonna be fire, dog. It is gonna be fire.
Yeah.
It's
and
by
the way, I might have another one coming in, another Wear OS watch coming in.
Another one.
Who else is doing
tomorrow
3?
or Tuesday.
Is it gonna be 3, Galen? Wear OS 3? Or just Wear OS in general?
Wear OS in general. It's
Where
not
else?
3.
Okay. I thought it was 3. I'm
Nobody's
like,
on 3
hold
except
up.
for Samsung right now.
Do y'all think
Unfortunately.
that Samsung inked some kind of deal with Google
Yeah.
It
for
seems that way.
They had
exclusivity?
to.
It
had to
does
be.
seem
I do.
that
Because
way.
at this point, to not have nobody else do it, I
Yeah.
don't know,
Yeah,
man.
But the
it just
thing
I do.
is, there is no major difference between Wear OS 2 and 3. Nothing's major. Like battery life is the same.
Mhm.
Everything is the
Mhm.
same pretty much except for like the UI, and that's only because it's Samsung skin.
Samsung skin. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. One UI on top of it. Do you like One UI, Galen, on the watch? You like it, or do you prefer?
I prefer the main. I don't like the side to side notifications. I don't like that the notifications are to the left. I like the scrolling up and down notifications more.
It feels more like
Uh,
Android to me.
yeah,
Like Wear
exactly.
OS
Yeah,
on the Tick
exactly.
Watch feels more like Android. Like it feels more
Exactly.
like how Android on your phone is, right? And I feel like
Mhm.
how it is on 3 with Samsung is kind of like its own thing, right? So
It's good
we'll see.
ish.
Fish
The
in the
ish, what's
space.
going on? Hawk say yes. Samsung has a deal with Google. They got to.
Yeah, they
They
have
got
to. They
to.
have to. There's no way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think that Pixel Watch in Q1 is gonna have Wear OS
When do y'all
3.
think it's coming in Q1? I think it's
I
coming like
don't
I
know.
heard
late into
March. That's what I heard.
March,
March. Okay.
Do you
and that
think
would
they're
make
Oh
gonna
yeah,
sense.
that's
release it
right.
with
That's
something
right.
else?
What'd you say? What'd you say? You said March of the first month or
Yeah,
something like
March.
that.
March of the. What did I say?
I forgot. I was
Oh,
Not too
yeah, I
much.
said something. March of the. I can't remember.
yeah, it was great.
It'd be March, so I wouldn't be mad though. Well, okay, then like let's talk price point. Where do
Do
y'all
we
think
Oh,
think
the
this
they?
is
first
gonna
Do
month
you
of
land?
think they
March.
would
I know it
drop
was
it
the
by
first month
itself?
of
That's
What
what I'm
March.
first
thinking.
of March?
Price
What'd you say, Gabe?
It's 299.
299?
Price.
299.
299? You think it's gonna be
Especially
299?
if it's only gonna be one, they won't have a. I don't think they're gonna do a small and big one. So it's definitely
You
Think it's gonna be
said
one size.
299.
or 249. I said
299?
249.
I'm thinking maybe 250.
Yeah,
I could see
249.
250. I could see 249. I could definitely
Yeah.
see that.
But you couldn't
I mean
see.
300. I'm still gonna buy it, even if it is 300. But I don't know that.
Right.
I don't know that Google will do 300,
How
right?
much is
Because
the TicWatch 3 Ultra, whatever it is?
Between
yeah, how much
3.
is
It's
the
3
How
TicWatch
even.
much is
Pro
that?
for
3
3
even.
Ultra?
3 even. Yeah.
3
Three
even.
even?
Hey,
So
but it's always on sale.
That's true.
And the
Yeah.
Fossil Gen 6 keeps going on sale too. Like
yeah,
right
I was
now,
about to say the Fossil Gen 6 is on sale.
like I
And then the
just
Galaxy Watch 4 is what? It's 400, right?
350.
Okay,
No,
350
it's 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
for the base model, 350. 350 for the base model. And then the Apple Watch is what? Four? Four for the base
Yeah,
Yeah,
model?
4
but
and up.
they ain't tripping off the Apple right now.
Because I'm wondering how much they're gonna undercut them. You see what I'm saying? Because they're definitely gonna undercut them. I'm just wondering by how much. I could
Yeah.
honestly see with Galaxy Watch
Yep,
at
299.
350 and Apple Watch at 4.
That's too bright.
I kind of could see Google doing a 300. 250 would be perfect in
Oh
my
man,
opinion.
250 would be flying off the shelf.
250 and it would be
Yeah,
flying off the shelves.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I see you.
Oh yeah,
300. Yeah,
299. Yeah.
250 would be nice.
230
250,
is
then they will
yeah,
definitely fly off shelves. 300, I still would buy one, and I think that 300 would be fair for what they're
appreciate it.
offering. I think 300 would be fair.
I don't know. Especially
You
if it's
think
one
250
size.
would be
300
fair?
is usually like the bigger like the
Like the big and
starting.
like the
Yeah.
biggest and baddest.
I would say 250 for sure.
250. I could get down with 250 or 300. I mean, let's be real. Even if it's 400, I'm still gonna
Yeah,
buy
you
it. But
copping it.
Oh, 400. Oh,
400, I would still
oh,
buy a Pixel Watch for 400 if it gives me like
I
the
don't
things that
know
I
about
love the
that.
most about this in a watch. I'm gonna spend 4 on that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want them to price it that much. I think that that's too high or whatever. But because I even think that the Apple Watch for what it offers at 400 is too expensive. Like I think that that's too
Mhm.
Just
expensive.
think about it. The 400
Yeah,
for
that's
2
just too
days of
much
battery
period.
life. Think about that. 400 for 2 days of battery life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And you could
yeah,
get a
right.
$150 Amazfit watch that does almost everything with 10 days. That's insane.
Yeah.
The smartwatch
That's
market
got
is
to
so
be like
weird.
the next. That's got to be like the next thing for the
Correct.
Apple Watch,
It
man. It
has to
has
be
to be
battery.
battery life, dog. Has to be battery life. But they supposed to be redesigning it 2022 anyway. I hope that they redesign it to have some better battery life because that I could say like for me, and I'm a person that obviously charges my watches every day. But like if I go on like a vacation or I go away, like having the TicWatch where I don't need to bring a charger, or even like this, because I can get 2 days out of it, having something like this where I don't have to, like over a weekend, like I don't have to bring a charger is dope. But like my Apple Watch, no. If I don't bring a charger, then I'm not gonna have anything.
Okay. So this is like one of the major reasons I like brought it down to 250. I really think they're going to release it with the A device. I think they would do that
Gotcha.
at
That's a
the
good
same
point too.
time
I
if
didn't
they
think
did,
about
Yeah.
that.
because they haven't done
I
it.
didn't think
When
about
did they do
that.
the A device last year? Was that March?
I thought they did it
I
at
think-
Google I/O, right?
Yeah, it was
And
later, I thought, because of the pandemic. Let me see.
oh
Hold on.
yeah. It was
Yeah, it was a little
later.
later. So like May, June, something like that. It was
So
summertime.
I'm hoping with this we get, maybe if we don't get a March now, because they're talking quarter 1. I would say if it doesn't come in March, like by March, I think we're gonna get it at Google I/O. I think they're gonna bring out a little bit of sauce in terms of hardware for Google I/O.
Okay, Ace thinks
I'm
it's going to be
thinking
250.
250. They got the Apple Watch SE. That's a
SE,
good
okay.
point too.
That's
a
I
good
didn't
point,
think
eh?
about that. How much does the SE go for?
3,
350?
probably 3 even, something like that, or 279, I
Apple
think.
Watch.
Yeah, I thought it was
SE.
279.
I didn't even think about that because, like, I think, in all honesty, that'll probably be the thing that people kind of compare it to the most. Not even necessarily like
The
kind
high
of like
end.
how people
'Cause it doesn't
compare. Go ahead.
honestly, it doesn't look like a premium device. It looks like something the everyday person would wear, which is like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it
it
was
doesn't
So
look
Apple Watch
premium.
SE is 280. You can get the base for 280.
Okay, Altered text that he just got the Apple Watch SE from the Nike store for sale.
okay. It was
So
on
yeah, he got
sale.
it for
Under
sale.
250.
Yeah, that's true. So
Okay.
Okay,
So
yes,
I
Ace said
mean,
279.
see, but I think what'll end up happening though is they'll undercut the main model, and it'll kind of be similar to how it is on the phone side, where it's like Pixel 6 Pro is $900. Yeah, is $900, which undercuts that Pro variant, and it puts it from a price perspective, not from like an overall how much phone you're getting, but from a price perspective, it puts it more in line with the base model iPhone 13 and the 13 Pro. You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
think the watch is kind of going to be the same, where it's like
yeah,
it's
exactly.
undercutting that main model, like Apple Watch Series 7, like it's undercutting that, and it'll come right in or around where that SE model is, but it'll offer you significantly more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing
Because
I
like you're
don't like
getting
about it.
yeah, go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead,
No,
Ike.
go ahead.
But yeah, one thing I don't like about it is gonna have proprietary bands. I hate it. I hate it
Oh,
so
okay. I didn't
much.
think about that. Do you think that they're gonna do something like different with the bands where they add like some functionality because they have proprietary bands, or do you think that they're just doing it just to do it?
I think they're doing it just to do it
Just to
because
do
Apple's
it.
doing it probably,
Got you.
and it will make them more money. Because we saw what
Look,
they did with like their own cases. So
look
That's
what
true.
Ace said.
He said if they started at 200, if they start at 200, bro, that thing is
oh,
bruh.
instant
Oh,
cop,
it'll fly.
instant cop,
Yeah.
200,
instant cop.
dog. Because how much is the OnePlus watch, Galen? Is that 200
I thought it was 149.
It's
or
one
150?
started at 149. Yeah,
So if they go 200 on a Pixel watch, it does significantly more,
if they
bro. That
yeah
thing would
exactly.
go. I probably would buy two, just because. Just buy two.
Any idea on where the price shop sales have been down?
Oh, she's talking. I think he's talking
think he's
the
talking-
Hawks about the
Oh,
SE.
SE watch.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm definitely interested to see how they play it though, and what they'll do in terms of the OS, because like I said, I still don't feel like we've seen, like, I'm not gonna say Wear OS 3 at its best, because I'm not saying that it's bad on the Galaxy Watch. Like, it's good, but I just want to see from a Google like a Google perspective what they feel should be
with
Wear
the
OS
phone.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I kind of.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna have Tensor in it too, like Tensor in a watch.
Yeah, I really think they're gonna like really like put the Pixel launcher like on a watch too. It's gonna look like a lot more googly because like right now it looks Androidy, like the Mavo and everything. It looks very Androidy. I definitely think they're gonna go
They gotta
Material U on the
Material
watch.
U
That would be crazy.
design update.
Because to keep it 100% real, man, like if they end up throwing Tensor in the watch, like I think that pretty much instantly becomes the most powerful smartwatch. Period. because Apple's not using
Yeah, what are they
A14s or
using?
A15s in their watches, and Samsung's using their own watch or wearable platform for this. They're not using normal Exynos, so it becomes on stats by paper the most powerful smartwatch. So you can kind of tout that too because they put sensor in it.
So Barry, do you use the Google TV, Google Chromecast with Google TV?
Yeah, me and the son both do it. Yeah.
Okay, all four of us do. Okay,
All four of us
okay.
Oh
do.
yeah.
I got
love
Galen
I
Google
got
sold
I
TV.
me
got
on
his.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Galen sold
Yeah.
me on mine,
I
man.
had
And
to
I
get
literally
it.
just sold my mom on it. I bought,
Well,
or she
I'll be
bought one
straight
for
up
my
with
wife.
you. If it wasn't for like even back before they had Google TV, when if you looked at Google Play movies or whatever, and they started aggregating, I couldn't even watch Amazon Prime because I was just like, this is ridiculous. Because I know how to navigate it, but a lot of people in my family don't know how to navigate Amazon because it keeps trying to sell you stuff. So I would always, Google TV, I'm like, oh, we got Amazon, install it on their Google TV, boom. They can watch any show they watch. They don't have to mess with it.
That's
So
kind of
yeah.
how I was. Like, I have a Samsung TV, so I have like Samsung's smart whatever
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
on their TV, and I still use Google's
Google
Chromecast.
exactly.
So
Because like my Samsung, it was a lot. It was a lot slower and a lot less responsive. All of that stuff. And like I was talking to Galen, he was like, "Bro, I'm telling you, it's like you've never experienced responsiveness like this before on a TV." And I used, I was like, "Okay, this is legit right here. This is legit."
So
This is
like
legit.
last year, like maybe it was 2 years ago. It was like when COVID first started. I spent $150 on a NVIDIA Shield.
I was
Yeah, I
about to
remember.
do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
I was about to do
I bought the Google Chromecast with Google TV for $50 when it first came out.
that.
Run circles around the NVIDIA Shield. Run
Now I had
circles
problem
around
with
it.
mine. I had problem when I first got mine. I couldn't stand it,
I
but
remember, yeah,
they
I already made a
finally
video on it.
updated. I couldn't
And what was
stand it.
sad is I was like, he would say, "Hey Barry, try this on yours." It would work
Yeah,
every
it
single
was
time.
like I hit Barry up and was like, "Hey man, what's up?"
And I'm
but
like,
they
"No, you got to
finally
go. Once you get past this," he goes, "I can't get to that menu."
Yeah, I
I'm like,
can't. Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, the
I
OnePlus
think
watch was
software
not
updates.
trash. I just want to let y'all know that the
I
OnePlus
think
watch was
software
not
updates
trash.
helped that joint
Yeah.
because a lot of people were saying it was really bad at first, and then software updates kind of
Yeah, the
took
software
it to the next
update
level.
saved that watch really. I got it late, so.
See, but that's the only problem, in my opinion, when you look at it from that software update standpoint. It's like once a device makes that first impression, like that can become a lasting impression.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like I'm not saying you got to nail it perfect because you can't nail it perfectly out the gate. Like no phone or no consumer electronic can. But it's like when you have such a bad first impression, like that's all anybody really knows it for. I mean, even if you look at OnePlus from the camera perspective, like I've seen some of Altered Tech stuff on
Yeah, it's
Twitter.
dope. Yeah,
And it's dope. Like I'm like, bro, you're getting these kind of pictures out of a OnePlus, man. And so many people write off the OnePlus
they
as
write it off.
a great phone with a bad camera. And it's like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm seeing something completely different on this end. So I don't
Yeah.
know, man. You gotta nail that first impression.
Okay, let's see. I wonder if there'll be some functions that will be limited on the Pixel Watch. I lot of ECE.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think they would do. I don't know.
I always feel like I'm the devil's advocate with this, man, because I'm always in the camp where I'm perfectly fine with manufacturers having exclusive stuff if you're using their stuff together. Like I'm always okay with it. And I know like everybody should be able to use everything. And it's like, but if everybody could use everything, then manufacturers wouldn't sell hardware. And it's like we forget, man, like they're trying to sell you on these exclusives. Like the voice dictation and the camera and all that's why you buy this.
That's
if they
why
just
you
gave
buy
that
this.
software to everybody, then you wouldn't necessarily want to buy a Pixel.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Ike, you literally pick up everything. So
well, that's true. I don't have a leg to stand on because I buy everything. But yeah, man, like I don't know. Like when people say that kind of stuff, and I get where they're coming from. I just look at it, I guess, from a more business perspective. Where it's like if I'm a manufacturer, I'm not going to go out of my way to make sure my stuff is compatible with so-and-so's other phone over there. Like if they build support, cool, that's on them. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to build support for it. I want you to buy my phone. I want you to buy my watch and my headphones. Like that's what I want. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm always devil advocate with that one, man.
That's true.
The ECG limitation on the Galaxy Watch is a legal thing. Only way to pass regulations and such limited with their phones. And I mean, and that could be it too. That could be it too, man. But I like I said, I hear people get mad with even saying like Apple for not supporting RCS as like their backup or whatever. And I get it. It's a way to tie people to their ecosystem, and it's a smart way to do it. Like it's a smart way to do it.
Genius way
They
to do
have
it.
to do it. They have to.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a smart way to do it. But I'm not gonna get mad at Apple because they won't support RCS. I'm gonna just say, hey, if you want RCS, Android has it. If,
Get an Android, yeah.
If you want iMessage,
if you want iMessage with your peeps, gotta get an iPhone. Sucks, but hey, gotta have your exclusives because you gotta sell your stuff, man. I get
exactly.
it. ECGs required to be approved by the FDA. Okay.
Is it? What? Okay.
I didn't know that. Well, I know about the FDA part, but not the whole needs to be validated part. I thought they could just do what they do and put it out. But yeah, I'm expecting the Pixel Watch to have some stuff that only the Pixel Watch and using a Pixel phone will support.
Well,
like I'm sure that
I think the biggest thing will be like already Pixel exclusive things like call screening and a lot of like call features like that, which I would be like perfectly fine with. But
direct my call.
I feel like taking away like a whole health tracking like system, I don't think that's right, but that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's something general like health related stuff, then I'm 100% with you guys on that one. Then. Like I don't really have a leg to stand on that because that's like a medical thing, right? But like if we're talking like a feature, like okay, this feature only works if you use a Galaxy phone and a Galaxy Watch. Like I'm cool with that. They need to have ways to tie you into their
ecosystem.
Yeah. So I'm okay with that, right? And a lot of the times you can get around that anyway. Like if you want like a particular feature, like you can get around that.
In
like,
fact,
I have a Mac. I have a Mac and still use Android phones with my Mac and all of that stuff. And I'm gonna say like 95% of the functionality that you would get in the Apple ecosystem, I have it on Android with the Mac. So it's like only thing I can't do is like make and take phone calls. And I have XM4 headphones with my AirPods Max too.
So you good.
I have multi-point. I just tie both together and then I can take calls on that too. Like it's just not that big of a deal. Like, ecosystem is dope, but it's not like end all be all, man.
What'll be dope is if you can root the Pixel Watch.
Oh, if you can root it?
Yeah.
To do what though? How much?
That's what I'm about to say.
I don't know what to do.
Just in general.
He said just root it.
He's like, I rooted this month.
Right.
He said we playing movies.
Rooted and booted.
We playing movies at the doctor's office.
I still see some stuff like that people come up with root, and it's pretty legit. It's pretty legit. I haven't had to root anything in a while, but it's still pretty legit.
Yeah, I haven't had to root anything in a while either. I think the last time I tried was just to get like iOS emojis on a Android phone or something.
Yeah, and it's like now, man, a lot of the times they give you the whole the not terminal, the command prompt command that you can run with ADB. And you can grant like the admin access or whatever it is, but you can grant the access using that.
I have not tried that on my watch. It's like a lot of people who use like I'm in a Wear OS subreddit. Like so many people like suggest doing that because apparently it saves like a ton of battery life if you're able to like go to ADB and remove like a lot of the
the bloatware. Yeah. I used to do that. Yeah, I used to do that with not titanium backup. What is it? It's like something remover. And Samsung phones was famous for it because all the bloatware they used to have out of the factory. It's like an app that you could download. You had to root, and then you could remove all of those system resource files and all that stuff. Like it was beast.
I don't think it's
so much battery.
It was before Magisk. So
it was before Magisk. Yes, yeah.
Pixel Pass for the watch?
I don't think
it's not going to cost
no.
Or
I mean, it might be something where I was just about to say that.
Like
it might be like a
bundle,
like a Pixel 6, but
like you could get earbuds, a phone, and the watch for say like for a Pixel 6 Pro. Maybe you get all three for like 12 or 1300, something like that. That'd be fire.
Yeah, I really think they're gonna release it with the next A device, and it might come included maybe if you pre-order or something. I think they're gonna.
Did y'all see the leaks for the new A device?
Yeah, I saw. It was nice.
It's nice. It's real nice.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about putting a GN1 in there too. I was super surprised by that. I was super surprised by that. Gateway, you said no.
I figured that would happen.
I figured it would happen.
Yeah.
Yo, Tensor and a GN1. So that price has to come up. That price has to come up a little bit.
So like 450.
I'm thinking 450. Pixel 6 is what, 600?
600,
right? I'm
599, yeah.
thinking between 450 and 500. I'm thinking, dog.
So is it gonna be plastic?
Because I think it's glass still. I think.
Yeah, I don't think they said, but
Yeah,
I mean, it looked like
the leaks
glass.
looked like glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like, yo, you're getting that same kind of Pixel 6 design, a
Oh
tensor chip,
man.
and a
Yeah.
GN1 for $500. Come
Mhm.
on, dog. You can't beat that.
Nah.
You can't beat that. Like, that's gonna be insane. Google needs to limit what apps can be system file. No reason Facebook and carrier bloat can't be uninstalled. Yeah, that's kind of trash.
Yeah, that's
That's kind of
most
trash.
Android phones, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can't really get around that.
So
man.
yeah, so
Yeah, not anymore.
ADB.
Yep. Carrier bloat is terrible now. That's why I buy
Glassic. Maybe it is Glassic. I remember when Samsung came out that. No, I saw that. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but that tweet, I can't remember who put it out, but they put out a tweet saying pretty much like they were naming all of these different features. And then they said, but the device has a plastic build for $800. Would you buy it? I don't know if y'all saw it. I commented on it. And I was like, wait, you can get all of the above and a premium design in the Pixel 6 for $200 less. Why would I buy this? I can't remember who tweeted it. Because they were talking about the FE. The new FE. Yeah, and I was like, dude, like, there's no way I'm gonna spend that kind of money when you can get a Pixel 6 for $200 cheaper, man.
Correct.
Yeah, here it is, the 6A.
That's a little low. 350 to 400 for this.
I don't think it's gonna be 350,
especially
just because of the design. Like, nah,
Yeah,
man.
the design.
Because they're saying May. Yeah, I'm thinking 500, dog. 500. Have this come in at 500. This coming at 500, 6 coming at 6, and then you got the Pro at 900. I still think that the regular 6 will probably still be like the best deal. Because I'm telling a lot of people to go for the normal 6 versus the 6 Pro anyway.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
To be honest, like,
I love the 6 Pro, but yeah, man, it's like that. That's hard to beat that value.
I can't stand when companies do that. Like, makes me regret a purchase. Like,
I mean, even
if you're going to use a telephoto, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I am going to use the telephoto.
Yeah, so then it's like, yeah.
And that's how I am. Like, for me, I'm always going to go with the absolute best that company has to offer. Even if the mid is a better value, I always choose the best because I'm always going to end up in a situation where I'm like, if I had that telephoto, I would have been able to get that shot. Or I might go in and play with it, and I could feel the difference between the 120 versus 90.
I'm gonna tell you. So I think it was Pixel 2. Yeah. So my son and I went on a cruise, and it was literally so he was like, "Hey, we got to get on cruise that I can play basketball." So he just finished playing basketball. I said, "Hey, do you want to go up to the room? You go hit a shower, or you want to eat real quick?" And we just go eat, like right by the water. He goes, "Oh, let me just go eat, and we'll go, by ourselves where no one's around." I said, "Okay." So as soon as we get our pizza and we walk through, I stopped my son. I said, "Am I tripping?" And he said, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Look over there." It looked like an actual pirate ship from Pirates of the Caribbean. And we were in the middle of the ocean.
What?
So I took a photo, and I still have that photo, and I'll look at it from time to time. And it's like, this is trash. Exactly, because this is like before super res zoom and all that stuff. I'm like, man, and LG at the time had those telephotos. I was like,
I look at the telephoto how I look at the S Pen on the Note 9. Like, it's always one of those things where you never know when you're gonna need it.
Exactly.
When you need it, you are so thankful to have it.
But exactly. That's why I went, bro. Because I feel like I missed so many shots of my 4A 5G just because of that 7x limitation. Yeah. That's
and like the super res zoom is good. Don't get me wrong. And that's kind of like
great.
my only real hang up from it's like my only real hang up with the Fold, like with the Fold 3 is the no dedicated zoom. Like the ultra wide is good, the normal lens is good, but that lack of dedicated zoom, like 2x is just, it is not cutting it, man. Like 2x is just not enough. Like it's just not.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let me see.
But for and I guess we can kind of wrap it up with this because you were talking gaming, but What would y'all want to see for Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro?
7.
That's the
So
question
I
right
would want
there.
to
What would
see.
y'all, based off of your
7
experience
Pro.
right now with Pixel 6
Okay,
and Pixel
yeah.
6 Pro?
So if they're gonna continue to call it a Pro, I don't want the only differentiator to be telephoto.
Okay.
I want Pro to mean Pro camera, like more, more. You know what I'm saying? Like change the f-stop, all that stuff.
So do you
Go
think
ahead.
the 6 shouldn't have had the GN1, or how do you
No,
feel?
it definitely should have the GN1. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you
it was
think
time to move on.
you think the Pixel 6 Pro there should have been like a more significant upgrade?
No, I'm just saying next year. I'm
Okay.
cool if it just being telephoto, but I'm thinking if you're gonna have Pro in the name, it needs to have Pro features. Meaning it, you need to have more control of the camera. Correct.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Ultra, Pro, all of that. Yo, LaShawn just can't catch a break, man. Dang.
Yeah,
Internet just went down. But nah, man, I agree. If I had to say, like, I want them to really change anything, man, from the hardware perspective, I'm even cool with them using the same design, like just giving us kind of like a S upgrade where they just polish.
Oh yeah, I hope they use the same design. I hope this design is too nice to just
to just throw it away after a year. That's what I'm saying.
They got
so give us a S year. Give us a S year on the Pixel and do things like kind of like what Mike is saying for the most part, like fingerprint sensor. He's saying Tensor will be a year old. I honestly think that they're already working on like Tensor 2.0 at this point. To be honest. I think that they're going to have a faster processor. Do you think that they're going to change the sensor berry to the GN2? I think it is the GN2. Or do you think that they're going to stick with GN1?
I think they'll stick with GN1.
I won't be mad if they do.
I think unless they can figure out computational photography, because it takes a while. So if they can we don't need as much time. So
that's my only thing. Like I don't like I'm all for like advancing it or whatever, but at the same time, like I'm kind of happy that Samsung isn't going to a new sensor this year with the S22 or next year.
Yeah, because it gives them time.
You need to
really
take that time. Yeah,
you
like
gotta take the time, And I think a lot of us get caught up. Well, not us, but some people get caught up. Oh, it's like no,
it's the same sensor. It's the same sensor, but it's like, dude, they can boost it in software.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I agree with that because people talk about how good the original Pixel all the way up through like Pixel 5, like the portrait mode and stuff got compared to like how they were starting to see some issues with the 6, and I'm like, it's because they went with the sensor that they knew like through and through. And now we've updated to a whole new sensor. They got to retrain everything.
They got to retrain the algorithm.
Yeah, I don't want them to have to retrain every year. I think that's kind of where, and I think that's why with Samsung, you'll see them bounce all over the place with how they process. Like one year, it'll be super vibrant. The next year, it'll be kind of more of a natural approach and stuff like that. Yeah, I think
wouldn't be mad if they change the ultra wide. Not that
ultra wide,
but if they change it to get it wider, you know what I'm saying? Like I would not be mad at all.
Just more dramatic,
Correct.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be down to pay more money if they gave us the ultra wide from the OnePlus 9 Pro.
OnePlus. Oh man,
give us the ultra wide from the OnePlus
Mi 11 Pro. Ultra. I'm good.
Yes, give us the ultra wide from one of those two. And just throw on your kind of computational photography or whatever, and I would be 100% cool as far as the camera. But besides that, I mean, for me, I would say fingerprint sensor, matte instead of gloss. But I mean, I'm gonna put a skin most likely on it anyway. But I would say matte over gloss. From a horror perspective, man, there's honestly not a lot I would change.
Not a lot.
There's not a lot I would change, which is saying something.
Yeah.
And if faster charging. Faster charging, and not even faster. Just give me 30 watts all the way through. I don't even want you to do like
because the thing is
65 or nothing.
But here's the thing: they already have the technology to allow people like me that want a slow charge. You know what I'm saying, and have it sip. You already do that. So
that's
it's like you just give people what they want. This person wants to go fast because I'm sure I could make use of fast. The way I always look at it, I'll do like for 30 something minutes if I have to, and then I'll keep it moving. But It would be nice to have that option, you know?
Yeah, because in my opinion, I mean, they have the quick aspect of it from like 0 to 50% down. Like you can get from 0 to 50 in about,
Quick.
I think it's like 30 minutes or so.
Yeah,
So
it's
they
quick.
have that part down, but it's after 50%. Like Samsung's is at like 25 and it takes them, I think, just over an hour. So if you can get your 0 to 100 charge like right at an hour, maybe a little bit over, I'm 100% satisfied with that. I don't need it to be any faster than that. Because you're 0 to 50, like if I'm really like if I've been using my phone all throughout the day, you know, from the time I wake up 7 to the time I get off of work, whatever, and I know I'm going out, you know, for the night or whatever, 50% charge for me to leave the house for an evening is more than enough battery. Like 50% is more than enough.
Correct.
So I'm cool with just, you know, charging for 30 minutes real quick, but just that 0 to 100, I would like to see that get better.
Get better, yeah.
Yeah, what I'd like to see a physical fingerprint scanner again. I want it on the side. That's just like my preference with the power button.
Yeah.
I want to see portrait video.
Portrait
yes,
video would be a good
portrait
one
video
too.
would be good.
I want to see portrait video.
But do you
really
think that they
bad
could do that
before
in
it's pixel.
software now, like for a pixel drop?
I feel like they could, but they're perfecting it or something. It has to be some, because the way they've done photos for like over 5 years, they definitely can do that for video.
Because
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, if they, because like I think that their main focus with it, and not say that they don't want to do portrait video, but I think that their main focus was first to try to get video to be like good or great first. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing to have a bunch of features, but if your video sucks, your video sucks. It's like you got to focus on the quality first. So I think now that they finally hit the quality, because in my opinion, bro, like all they got to do in terms of video is just iterate on what they have. Like their video is good. I don't care what anybody says. The video is good.
Oh, video.
Is it a little noise? Is it a little noisy? Yes.
It's always gonna,
yeah. But like I said, the video is good. Like the video is definitely good. So I think that they just need to like kind of iterate and polish what they have, bring down that noise a little bit if they can. And then they can add that portrait video. But I was more concerned with them just getting video right. Like that was my thing. It was like I can use the pixel
because it's night and day between the 5 and 6.
Dude,
it's night and day.
Even like the technical stuff, like the crop or whatever, like the crop is significantly less on. I mean, it still does have a crop, but it's significantly less than it is on the 5. Like the 5, if I did 4K video on the 5, it was like I was right on my subject. Like I had to back up to get everything in frame. Right. So I think that they did a really good job, man.
So do you think we're gonna see 4K on all cameras?
So
it's tough for me to say that.
I'm gonna go after
it's tough for me to say that because I'll have to wait to see the first few releases. I think, unfortunately, based on the price point, if you look at most of the Chinese manufacturers that have been killing that price point for the last few years, it's always 1080p on their front sensor. So probably in the next couple of months, we'll probably be able to tell where they're leaning, see what the releases come from overseas. If it's still saying 1080p, I could see it being 1080p again.
So I am hoping that they do include 4K on the front, but like in terms of 4K 6, because I thought that that's kind of where MPT was going with it. So 4K, my whole frustration with people when it comes to 4K 60 is like everybody wants 4K 60 on all the lenses, and I get it. I do too. I'm gonna get that right off the bat. I do too. But until I can shoot 4K 60 and start on the main lens and switch between lenses without stopping, I don't use it. Like I use 4K 30 I literally can tell you I never use 4K 60 on my phone.
Me neither.
Never, because I cannot switch between the lenses. Period. And that is an issue for me. It's like you can crop in digitally and all that, but you're not physically switching between your lenses. And that until phones can do that, I don't care about 4K 60 personally. Because like if I'm walking down the street and it's somewhere I've never been and I see a skyscraper and want to zoom in, I don't want to have to stop my video, switch, and then record the video. I want to just switch. So for me, man, 4K 30 all the way until I can switch between all the lenses in 4K 60. I'll die on that hill by myself, straight up.
Yeah, 100% agree. So, Barry, are you for the matte or the glass back?
Matte. Yeah, always matte. Yeah, these actually turned out better looking. Like at first, I was really deflated because I wanted this color. If you can see that color, but the gray, the stormy black, and I almost didn't want it when I first saw the first reveal because it was way too glossy, you know. So I'm always a matte.
It looked kind of toyish.
It looked toyish, yeah.
Yeah, like a toy.
But I like the like in my sort of sunny, like I love the glass. Can you see
And
it?
what I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah, it looks
too,
great.
on the white, I like
black.
the
Oh, yeah,
gloss.
on the white.
On the
it's
white,
fine.
I like the gloss.
Yeah.
I think it comes down to color, and like I
Yeah.
wouldn't even be mad at them for doing, say,
like
a
the light
glossy
colors
white,
glossy, yep,
and then the darker
matte.
colors matte.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at
Exactly.
them for
I
doing
was
that.
just thinking that's
Yeah.
what I was
That
trying to get
glossy
to.
on the white looks
It
good.
looks-
It
yeah, it
looks.
looks really
It
good.
almost made me want to start looking for a white one and then sell my black one because I really like the way that white looks.
Yeah, the
I
white
think
looks good.
Slang has it, right?
Slang has it, yeah.
Yeah,
Slang
and
has
I've
it.
seen a couple of his videos. I'm like, bro, that white looks so
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
love
so
my sort of sunny so much. Like I'm like so jealous of seeing people like play around with skins and stuff, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
You can't
Like
put one on
I
there.
love that
I feel
yellow
you,
too much.
dog. I feel you.
I can't do it.
But I even like Alter Text comment here talking about the Pixel team hasn't tapped the full potential. And you're right, they haven't.
And that's
they
scary.
haven't.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, they haven't. And it's like,
That's
look at
scary.
how well they're competing and they haven't
Correct.
tapped the full potential yet.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like if you want to look at what Google will be able to do in the future, take the technical aspect of Google's like computational photography, which is like the good detail, all that stuff, and apply it to Vivo in terms of the lighting and stuff like
Correct.
that. Because the Vivo, in terms of light, is, in my opinion, the best smartphone camera out right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in terms of light, best. It gets so much light with such little exposure time. I think it's like 2 seconds for all their nighttime shots or something like that.
So
and it's like,
isn't
you're good. Say it again.
So right here, isn't this a software feature with the Pixel stand?
All Google Assistant stuff on lock screen would be nice. I don't.
Or-
I think so.
I think it has
it was-
smart home
yeah,
stuff.
I think it does have that.
Something like that.
Yeah, you get like the little special mode if you set it on the Pixel
I
stand.
could
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's why I haven't like pulled the trigger on the pre-order for the Pixel Stand 2 yet, because I don't know what it does. Like,
Yeah,
the
for
23
somebody
watts
to
fast
get one.
charging, that would be cool. But like, I want to see what it does in terms of software too.
Yeah, and in all honesty, man, like if it's gonna charge the same, like the whole 2 hours and stuff like that, I mean, it is what it is. I already have too many wireless charger stands as I want one, but I already have too many as it is, man. So I'm gonna sit the Pixel Stand 2 out. I'm gonna sit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm in no rush to get it either.
I feel you. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this live stream up now. I appreciate everyone for coming by. As always, appreciate the panel.
Yeah, man.
Brothers,
Appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Congrats,
1K,
man.
1K.
Congrats.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
Bro, I'm so happy for you, dog.
That's
You
awesome,
definitely
Man, I
deserve
appreciate
man.
it. Couldn't have done it without y'all. Just like seeing Ike hustle and taking
Ike,
in Barry's
man.
advice, just professionally coming into me in DMs and stuff, giving suggestions. It definitely means a lot. So I appreciate you
Ryan
guys.
never stops. You already know.
For sure. Appreciate the chat. We're just gonna end this now. Thank you for watching.
All right.